July 12th, 2018, and we are headed to St. Louis to pick up one of two new sprinters that has just arrived. I couldn't free up two drivers for the trip, so we're only able to get one today. We'll have to get the other one next week. And it'll be nice to have a couple new vehicles in our fleet for move back. We're just leaving Champaign right now. We should be arriving St. Louis in about 3.5 hours, unless we stop at the Cozy Dog, which we very well may do. Okay, we've made it to Springfield. We're about to get on 55, which of course parallels Route 66. So essentially we'll be on Route 66 for the next couple hours here. In a few minutes we're going to make a quick stop at the Cozy Dog, and I don't know, we might hit Drew's too, or maybe we won't. I don't know. But anyhow, we're making progress. Now approaching the Cozy Dog. The yellow sign is the Cozy Dog sign. It's getting kind of faded. I don't recall ever seeing the hot dog rotating. That's pretty cool. Here's a better view of the rotating Cozy Dog. Pretty cool. This is the Cozy Dog. There's a little problem today in that there are no empty tables. I was just talking to Buzz Waldmeyer, and he pointed out this jersey on the wall here. I hadn't noticed this before. This is a jersey from the 1996 Pack Tours trip that I was on, and here's a note written in Lon's handwriting. I did not notice that before. Pretty cool. So I missed a couple things. We passed the Chain of Rocks Bridge when we crossed the border from Illinois into Missouri, and I guess that's just one thing, but that's a big continuity failure. I missed the entry into Missouri. In a few minutes we'll arrive and pick up our new Mercedes van. We are now at the dealer, and the dealer's parking situation is rather congested, but we did manage to find the Sprinter that we're picking up. There it is.
That sounds good. That one's got a backup camera on it?
It does?
There's something on the back.
Oh God.
Look on the back here. Something above the doors. It's not on the other ones.
Look at that. Windshield wipers.
Yeah, but that's a backup camera.
Oh, there's a backup camera. Ugh, I wonder how much I paid for that option. Wipers. What do I need wipers for? We don't look out the back window. We have paid for the van, and we're gonna go pick it up now. I'm really glad that they accept shiny rocks and beads here. Otherwise this van would have cost a lot of money. Okay, we're in the new Sprinter now, and it's got really great upholstery. It doesn't have vinyl on the sides. This will be much appreciated by people with sweaty butts. So it's got a couple features that I did not want or order. Window rear door washers and wipers, $575, but they took it off the charges. And then there was something else. What was the other thing?
Backup camera.
Well, no, not that. There was another, that we just discovered the backup camera. There were, heated driver's seat.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, well, now here it says heated driver's seat, no charge. No, $263. $263. I don't see the, oh, standard accessories, rear view camera.
Okay.
So that's not an option, so we didn't pay for that. But I don't really care for it. There's the camera. These rear wipers are totally unwanted. I think we're going to remove them. So I'll have to replace that plastic plate. Okay, good. So they're entirely in the door. That means I can remove them, and I'll just have to buy this without the hole in it. That's the first thing I'm going to do, because these wipers will get tangled in the wash rack. All right. Did you find any body damage? The odometer said 11 miles. VIN number WDZP6. Oh, there is a little dent in the hood. Kind of hard to perceive, but there's a little dent in the hood. We got a little dent. A little bitty one. Everything looks good up there. I don't see any problems here. All right, well, don't put it in. Be sure to press on the brake before you put it in gear. All right, I'm going to snap some stills and then we'll get out of here. Here's what a new engine compartment looks like. It is completely dirt-free. There are no mice, no mouse nests. Alrighty then. I just got off 44 East at Watson Road. I'm going to head over to Ted Drew's and see what's cooking there. I'm looking forward to a banana split. Walt Disney claims that Disney World or Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, but he's wrong. The happiest place on earth is Ted Drew's frozen yogurt in St. Louis, Missouri. 365 days a year, this place is swarming with smiling, happy people. We'll be there in a couple minutes. I just noticed as I was driving by the Crestwood Bowl, which is a couple miles from Drew's, that their sign has been restored. That looks really good. Excellent restoration. I just hope they used good paint. A lot of these neon restorations are done with poor quality paint, and a couple years after the restoration the signs end up looking dingy again. There's several in New Mexico that I can think of, like the Sun and Sand Motel. Looked beautiful right after restoration, but a few years later it started to look awful again. Anyhow, this looks nice. I hope it's good paint. On Watson Road now, and soon Watson Road will converge with and parallel the Frisco line, and then it will go under the Frisco line. The TV tower up there that's roughly in the center of the frame has its base right by the intersection of Route 66 and the Frisco. And between Route 66 and the Frisco there used to be a number of vintage motels. I think the count is probably down to about 1 right now. And the best Route 66 motel of all, the Coral Court, was on the left side up here. That was torn down in 1993. Coral Court consisted of a whole bunch of little buildings, like cabins, but they were made out of glazed tile blocks and were built in Art Deco style. And it was really a beautiful complex, but it was sold and torn down, and now it's just a crummy subdivision. We'll be passing that in a moment. The gates, last time I was here, the stone gates were still intact, though they've become less and less visible over the years. The thing I remember about the motels along here is that they had nice signs with animated elements, arrows and chase lights and things like that. Okay, so that's 2 motels, but neither of those are particularly noteworthy. Here's a third. Okay, now here's a decent looking kind of vintage-ish motel. It's cabins that are connected by garages. I actually stayed there. Okay, so here's... Oh, crap. I missed the Coral Court. Or did I? I can't remember which side of this Rothman Coral Court was on. Doggone it. There's the Frisco right up there. Yeah, I goofed. My attention should have been focused on the left side of the road, not the right side of the road. Well, the thing about a car is that you can always make a U-turn. It doesn't just travel in one direction. Reading bus lines. Okay, so we'll pay more attention this time. I'm pretty sure the Coral Court was right on the other side of Rothman. Well, this bus is kind of messing things up. There's the Frisco. A lot of glare. Furniture place has gone out of business. Yeah, here we go. This cheap vinyl fence is around the subdivision. Those are not Coral Court stone gates. That pillar was, and then here, this is part of the wall, and this is the main entrance for the Coral Court right here. And those pillars, or whatever you want to call them, are original. But all the buildings have been torn down. One was carried away in pieces to the St. Louis Transportation Museum and reconstructed. I have not had a chance to go there and check it out yet. There were 2 different styles of cabin. They're not really cabins, I don't know what else to call them. And I don't know which style they moved, preserved and moved. I'd like to know. Here's the wayside again. Alright. Okay, here comes the Frisco overpass. Underpass, I should say. Well, that goes over, we go under. So what is that? It says, ship it on the Frisco. Ooh. Looks like they've been doing some work on the approach on the west side there. The timbers were replaced with steel I-beams. in a moment we will be at Ted Drew's. It's July 12th, probably the height of Route 66 tourist season, so it's probably fairly busy. It's only 3:38 p.m. though. I've never been there and found it dead. Every time I've been there, it's been moderately busy or more. They're very efficient at serving their customers too, so even when it's busy, it's not slow. Alright, one more hill. A while ago, Baskin Robbins opened next door to Ted Drew's, and it was a disaster. Nobody went there, and they closed up. Across the street from Ted Drew's, more or less, is Catholic Supply. So when you stop here for ice cream, you can also pick up any Catholic supplies that you need. There it is. But back to the main attraction. Here's Ted Drew's. And it's hopping. Parking lot is pretty full. And the street has lots of cars parked on it as well. Alrighty. Okay, let's make up our mind. Banana split, $6. That's what I'm getting. I jumped the gun. I forgot to photograph my banana split before I started eating. Anyhow, it's a good banana split. Lots of whipped cream, cherry, everything you could possibly want. It's very large. Time to eat it. Okay, back on the road again. Up here a little ways, there's a pretty cool donut shop. I guess the most exciting thing about it is the sign with the animated neon donuts. I don't know that it'll necessarily be on in the middle of the day though. And then I guess the next attraction after that, as far as I'm concerned, is the Eat Rite restaurant. The Terminal Railway Bridge used to be kind of cool, but they just ripped the automobile and pedestrian structure off of that bridge, so it's just a boring railroad bridge now. There, that sign has animated donuts. I don't know if the backward looking shot included the donut shop or not. Next stop, Eat Rite. Just turned onto Gravois. That sign is pretty cool. left turners. Hydraulic Avenue. Great name. First glimpse of the arch. Ah, there it is. It was recently restored, whatever that means. It's made of stainless steel. I don't know how you restore stainless steel. Stainless steel should look the same as it did on the day it was made. So I wandered off the old alignment of Route 66 somewhere along there, and I'm trying to find the Eat Right. Shouldn't be too hard. The sun is bright. Eat Right is painted white. It's kind of hard to miss. I just need to keep working my way down towards the water and towards the landing of the Terminal Railroad Bridge, and I will find the Eat Right. There's the arch. Oh geez, I'm over by Billy's Diner. I don't know how I got so mixed up here. Red truck, what are you doing? Turn signal would have been helpful. Dead end. Indeed. Broadway. Okay, there's the east approach or west approach to the Terminal Railroad Bridge, Terminal Railroad Association Bridge, and it's not, the roadway is not entirely dismantled. I thought it was. So here's the rail approach. No, that's the road approach, and it has been partially dismantled, but not entirely dismantled. The deck is gone. All right, Eat Right, where are you? So there's the end of the road deck right there. The road deck used to be supported by the cross pieces that are about 15 feet above the rail deck. It would have made a nice pedestrian bridge or something. Too bad they ripped it all out. Alright, time to find the Eat Right. I feel like the Eat Right is to the left a little ways. possibly not. I've only been here like 5 times. I don't know, I'm having such a hard time finding it. It might be right over there, and that's to the left. To Interstate 4455, 6470. That's a lot of interstates. I know Eat Rite is right by the Terminal Railroad Association Bridge. Why am I not seeing it? Great, Gradiot. Where are you, Eat Rite? I know you're here somewhere. And it's definitely not north of 55. Or the interstate, whatever you want. Oh. Here's Bush Stadium, Bush, whatever they call it now. There's a Union Pacific train going up on the bridge. Yeah, don't run in front of me, dude. White Castle does not equal Eat Rite. Where are you? Eat Rite. Is there a game or something? Ah, there we go. Only I'm in the wrong frickin' lane. Sorry, dude. My bad. Please forgive me. Jesus Christ. That locomotive horn scared the Jesus out of me. Alright, Eat Rite. The thing about the Eat Rite is that it's kind of difficult to photograph because the white cinder block throws off exposure meters. Hi there. Eat Rite. It's open. I think I'll step inside and have a burger. Right now I'm facing east at the Eat Rite Diner. This is right at the base of the west approach to the Terminal Railroad Association road and pedestrian deck. The gal working inside said that they reopened in April. I think she might have said April 3rd. And so it's a beautiful classic diner. Okay. I timed things perfectly. I'm trying to leave St. Louis exactly at the peak of rush hour. Yay. The burger at Eat Rite was pretty good. Good beef, fresh produce, a very good burger. I don't usually get excited about burgers, but it was a pretty good burger. We got a BNSF train in the foreground and a Union Pacific double stack up on the Terminal Railroad Association bridge. Lots of activity here. In the helicopter shot in National Lampoon Vacation when the car is approaching St. Louis, one noticeable thing is that the helicopter has to dip under this power line. Alright, next stop Ariston, I think. Passing Livingston, Illinois. Muffler Man, Giant Tricycle, Mars Lander, Pink Elephant, Tasty Freeze, and Antique Shop. All in one place. Got off Interstate 55 at Litchfield, and now I'm on an old 4-lane alignment of Route 66 that has quickly turned into 2 lanes. You can see the grading for the former 2 lanes on the left there. But I'm going to double back on an old alignment and see what's cooking with the drive-in theater. So there's a 4-lane alignment of Route 66. This is an old 2-lane alignment. I guess I kind of covered that twice. So here's the drive-in. Got a nice sign with a stainless steel can, if I recall correctly. Friday, Saturday, Incredibles 2, Solo. I don't know, this doesn't look open. It's mowed nicely though. I don't know what to make of this. Let's take a look. I don't know if they ever upgraded to a DLP projector or not. Incredibles 2, is that a current film? There's mail in the mailbox. So this is a really nice sign because it's got a stainless steel can, which is sort of uncommon. And since it does have a stainless steel can, it's in pretty good shape. I guess they're open 2 days a week, maybe. lighting's not great. C. Bendison Company, Decatur, Illinois, manufactured the sign. The face is enameled. It's on steel though, and the steel is corroding. These things sprang up a few years ago. The Skyview is the last original Route 66 drive-in theater in Illinois. Enjoying movie Under the Stars was a novel experience in 1950 when this theater opened, a time when most people didn't own a black and white TV. Drive-ins were popular gathering places for family, friends, and couples. Ooh. They've got the crud, what's the name of the manufacturer of these things? It's right on the tip of my tongue. These 1940s service station lights are pretty valuable. And so there's two styles. There's one with the socket on the bottom and one with the socket on the top. This is a socket on the bottom kind. Less complicated, less expensive. Goodrich, Chicago. That is not the brand I was thinking of. There's about 4 or 6 of them here. Never seen a light quite like this. Oh, this might just be a 70s. Era lights. That's weird. No manufacturer in the casting. Don't know who made that. All right. Time to head back to 55. I almost forgot about the Ariston. The Ariston spans 2 alignments of Route 66, an old one and a newer one. And oh yeah, the Route 66 Museum is now open on the site of the old gas station. I'm gonna head south of town for a second to see what's going on with the old motel or motels down there. This is the old New York Central line that continued east through Mattoon and Charleston, but was long ago torn up, but for a few little segments here and there, including that piece in Litchfield. So on the right here, there's, I guess, an old cafe and an old motel or two. I can't remember. I'm having a hard time parsing my memories here. Alright, so here's an old cafe. This has never been open in the time that I've been interested in Route 66. And then there's a little motel next door with matching brick. That also has never been open. I first became interested in Route 66 in about 86, I suppose. I think there's one more though, down here. Yeah, that's a motel, but that's not what I was thinking of. We're still on an old alignment of Route 66 here. It converges with 4-lane 66, just around that bend, if I remember correctly. Oh, and Monticello Bus Service used to have their garage here after they were bought out by RP Lumber. The original location was bought by RP Lumber. Here's some buses. I guess somebody must have bought the company. they went bankrupt because the owner was gambling with company money, if I recall correctly. I might be wrong about that. It's a lot of school buses. Midwest Bus Sales, Inc. Alright, if you say so. That was Monticello bus service for 5 or 10 years. Route 66 Industrial Park. Alright, back to Ariston. This is the east side of the Ariston. I believe the cafe has been sold. I'm not sure if the new owners are operating it yet or not. And this is the west facade of the Ariston on the newer alignment of Route 66, the 4-lane alignment. And off to the right of the frame across the street is the new Route 66 museum. I can't remember when that opened, maybe 5 years ago. My original plan was to get a slice of pie here at the Ariston, but that wonderful burger at the Eat Rite filled me up, so I think I'll pass on that. Still in Litchfield. We're northbound on the 2-lane alignment just north of the drive-in theater. This is where I turned earlier before the first visit to the drive-in. I'm going to go ahead and proceed north on the old 4-lane alignment until about the way station on 55, which is where the 4-lane alignment more or less peters out. Well, it doesn't peter out. That's the point at which the interstate right-of-way converged with and kind of overlapped the 4-lane segment. So over there is where the 2 southbound lanes used to be, and we're on the northbound side right now. Oh, they've demolished a railroad bridge. A bridge over the railroad, that is. So again, you can see the southbound lanes on the other side there are all covered with tall grass. And we're on the northbound side. The 2 northbound lanes have become a 2-lane road. There's some old pavement placed there. I'm catching glimpses through the weeds. There we go. IDOT maintenance yard. We're using the southbound lanes to stockpile gravel. Seems like a good use for it. So there's 55 right over there. Comes a railroad underpass or overpass, I don't know which it is. We're going under the railroad. The former railroad, I guess. And the way station's right up here. So the problem with coming this way is there's no entrance to 55 up here, and you have to wind up driving on the west side frontage road for several miles until there's an exit, before there's an exit. So as you can see, the southbound lanes are gone here. The interstate right-of-way has obliterated them. I never know what to call this thing. Our Lady of the Road or something? It's a statue along old Route 66, a little ways north of Litchfield, 2 exits to be specific. Mary, loving Mother of Jesus, etc., etc. It's a marble statue. Pretty nice. It's got a little weathering erosion under the arms there. But basically it's in really good condition. It's been here for a very long time. I don't know exactly when it was placed. Maybe this says October 25th, 1959. Here's the money shot here. I wish I could change the exposure manually. Oh well. Last time I came here, somebody had dumped a dead cat over here by this bush. I'm pleased to see that there are no dead animals here today. I prefer Route 66 attractions that are free from dead animals. No question about it. Okay, here we go. Even though it was wonderful to have a paved, hard road to travel on, many motor vehicle accidents did occur on Route 66. In 1959, this shrine was erected to remind motorists of the potential dangers and offered a place to say a prayer for a safe journey. This site is lovingly maintained by the Martin family. Cool. I'm now on Interstate 72. So that's the end of the Route 66 stuff.